In an era marked by geopolitical tensions, profound cultural shifts, and an evident religious decline in the West, an unexpected figure emerges. A man born far from the Vatican, but deeply connected to the heart of the faith. His name, Leo XIV. Born Robert Francis Prevost on September 14, 1955, in Chicago, Illinois, a city forged by steel, migration, and working-class Catholicism, he grew up in a modest environment, among factories, parishes, and communities united by faith. His parents, part of the working class that shaped the American dream, instilled in him values of hard work, humility, and devotion. From a young age, he displayed a different soul. While others ran around in the courtyards, he would gather on wooden benches to pray. He passionately read sacred texts and served as an altar boy with admirable dedication. The world outside was in turmoil, wars in Asia, youth protests, a society in transformation, but Robert clung to the eternal. At 22, he joined the Order of St. Augustine, dedicating his life to the service of God. He was sent to Rome to study theology and philosophy, to be formed at the very heart of the Church. In 1982, he was ordained a priest. He wasn't looking for power, but for purpose, and he found it in Peru. There, in the lands of Trujillo and Chiclayo, he worked with rural, poor, and often forgotten communities. He was a missionary, teacher, spiritual guide, but also a bricklayer, catechist, and mediator. For years, he walked among the poorest, learning their language, their customs, and their living faith. His dedication led him to be elected Prior General of the Augustinians, based in Rome. In 2014, he was appointed Bishop of Chiclayo in northern Peru. And in 2023, Pope Francis called him to the Vatican to lead the dicastery of bishops, a delicate task in uncertain times. But destiny had one more step in store. After Francis's death in 2025, the conclave met in a divided and skeptical world. On May 8, Robert Francis Prevost was elected Pope. He chose the name Leo XIV in honor of Leo XIII, a symbol of commitment to social justice during the Industrial Revolution. He thus sought to reflect a continuity with those values, a church with firm doctrine, but with a compassionate outlook on the challenges of the present. For the first time in history, a man born in the United States sat on the throne of Peter. But his election wasn't a political gesture, it was a response. A response to a church losing ground in Europe, but still burning in the peripheries. Latin America, Africa, Asia. The conclave wasn't looking for an administrator. It was looking for a shepherd with the smell of sheep. A man who spoke firmly, but without stridency. Who walked with indigenous people, with workers, with bishops, with the same simplicity. And they found him in an Augustinian from Chicago who lived more years in Latin America than in his native country. Today, the world is watching, and it is up to Leo XIV to lead. He is expected to restore trust, to confront scandals without fear, to cleanse without destroying, to speak clearly, but without shouting, to build bridges again with the young, with those who are distant, with those who are tired of war and hatred. While analysts debate geopolitics and strategy, the new pope kneels in silence. Before the same God who called him so many decades ago on the humble streets of Chicago.